All right, listen up. You're here, which means you're tired of the way your weight loss journey is going, or you're just curious on what you need to do to maintain your current weight. You ever scroll through TikTok or Instagram and see those lose 20 pounds in 2 days videos? Yeah, me too. It's not like you can take a secret formula like in the movie Nutty Professor, where you can lose hundreds of pounds in 30 seconds, although it may turn you into a maniac. And honestly, it makes you wonder, is there some secret hack or formula to actually getting healthy and feeling good, or is it all just like magic? Well, I've been diving into what real doctors and health experts say, and turns out there are no magic pills, but there are some super smart ways to do it right without totally stressing out. Now, I do want to start by saying none of these methods will work if you're not willing to put in the work. Does that make sense? Also, we have no dog in this fight. We are not sponsored by anybody or looking to push any programs or equipment for you to buy. Just good old-fashioned advice. Cool? Cool. So, here's the absolute biggest secret, and it's actually kind of simple. It's all about energy in versus energy out, or calories in versus calories out. That's it. That's the end of the video. Not just claim, but think of your body like a car. The food you eat is the fuel. If you put in too much fuel and don't drive anywhere, that extra fuel just sits in the tank, and over time the tank gets more full each time you put in more fuel. But if you put in less fuel than you need for your daily driving, your car has to start using up the fuel it's already stored. That's basically how your body works with calories. Calories are just a way to measure the energy in food. To lose weight, you generally need to be taking in a little less energy than your body burns each day. This is called being in a calorie deficit. And here's where the term calorie deficit comes in, which sounds super fancy, but it just means this: you're eating fewer calories than your body actually burns in a day. So if your body needs, say, 2,000 calories to keep everything running, and you only give it 1,800 calories, your body is like, whoa, we're a bit short on fuel. No problem, I'll just grab some from our stored energy supplies. And that stored energy is often fat. That's how you start to lose weight, by consistently being in a calorie deficit. It's not about starving yourself, but just a little bit of a gap between what you take in and what you use up. Now, there are apps out there that can assess your attributes like height, weight, age, activity level, etc., so that you know how many calories your body requires in a day. From that number, you can create a diet plan to safely place you in a calorie deficit, emphasis on safely. From there, your body will start burning the stored fat to compensate for calories it needs to function. Now, how do you do that without starving yourself or eating like only lettuce? It's not about cutting out everything you love, but being smart about your fuel. Think about swapping out sugary sodas and juices for water. Seriously, those drinks are sneaky with their sugar. Instead of always grabbing super processed snacks, maybe try an apple or some carrots with hummus. Focus on eating more stuff that comes from nature. Fruits, veggies, lean meats like chicken or fish, and whole grains like oats or brown rice. These foods fill you up more and give you good, long-lasting energy. And pay attention to your portions. You don't need to pile your plate super high every time. Listen to your body when it says it's full. Now, the cool part about a calorie deficit, it's the most basic rule for losing weight. If you consistently eat less than you burn, you will lose weight. It can also improve your metabolism and help your body use fuel more efficiently. But here's the tricky part about calorie deficits. If you cut too many calories too fast, you might feel super hungry, tired, get headaches, or even feel really grumpy. Hangry. Your brain needs fuel too, so too little can make you foggy. Plus, if you go too low for too long, your body might think you're starving and slow down your metabolism, making it harder to lose weight in the long run. You could also miss out on important vitamins and nutrients if you're not eating a good variety of foods. Now, a lot of people have found a cool way to help them get into that calorie deficit without even really counting calories, and it's called intermittent fasting. Sounds intense, right? But it's not a diet where you cut out foods. It's more about when you eat. Imagine your day. Most of us eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between, so we're eating for like 12 to 16 hours a day. Intermittent fasting just means you shorten that eating window. For example, a really popular way is called the 16/8 method. That means you pick an 8-hour window during the day when you eat all your meals, and for the other 16 hours, you don't eat anything except water, black coffee, or plain tea. So you might eat from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then from 8 p.m. until 12 p.m. the next day, you're fasting. A lot of that fasting time is while you're asleep anyway. So it's not as hard as it sounds for some people. The idea is by naturally shortening the time you spend eating, you often end up consuming fewer calories overall, helping you hit that calorie deficit. For many, it makes getting into a calorie deficit simpler because you have less time to eat. It can also help improve how your body handles blood sugar and insulin, which is good for your overall health. Some people find they have more energy and better focus during their fasting periods, but here are the downsides to intermittent fasting, the cons. It's definitely not for everyone. When you first start, you might feel really hungry, tired, dizzy, or irritable. It can be tough to stick with, especially if your social life involves eating out or if you have a job with weird hours. Some studies have even brought up concerns about potential long-term risks. And it's super important to still eat healthy, nutritious foods during your eating window, or you could miss out on important nutrients. If you're pregnant, breastfeeding, under 18, or have certain health conditions like diabetes or a history of eating disorders, intermittent fasting is generally not recommended. But it's not just about what you eat. Moving your body is super important too. And it's not just about running until you're exhausted. It's about finding stuff you actually enjoy doing. Love playing basketball? Awesome. Skateboarding? Perfect. Dancing? Go for it. The goal is to get your heart rate up and get your muscles working. Doing both cardio, like running or swimming, and strength training, like push-ups, squats, or lifting weights, is the best combo. Why strength training? Because muscles actually burn more calories even when you're just chilling on the couch. Plus, being strong just feels good. The key here is consistency. Doing something regularly, even if it's just a 30-minute walk, is way better than going super hard once a month. It is important to tell you, if your diet's still trash, working out is not going to get you the results you desire. Diet plus working out goes hand in hand when it comes to dropping pounds like a bad habit. And guess what? It's not just about food and exercise. There are other sneaky things that mess with your body, like sleep. If you're not getting enough shut-eye, your body gets stressed, and that can make it harder to lose weight. Same with actual stress. Feeling constantly worried or overwhelmed can make your body hold on to fat, especially around your belly. So finding ways to chill out, whether it's listening to music, reading, or just hanging with friends, is actually part of getting healthy. And drink lots of water. I'm not kidding. Hydration can curb appetites and help to prevent you from overeating. Sometimes you're not actually hungry, you're more than likely just thirsty. It helps everything in your body work better. So the big takeaway is this. There's no magic button, but there are smart, healthy habits that add up. Think of your mouth like a border. Are you going to allow constant invasions of poor diet? Focus on eating mostly whole foods, moving your body in ways you enjoy, getting enough sleep, and trying to chill out. It's not about being perfect or going on a crazy diet. It's about making small, consistent changes that make you feel better, have more energy, and build a healthier you. And if you're thinking about making big changes, it's always a good idea to chat with a doctor or a registered dietitian first. They can give you personalized advice. So, does the calorie in, calorie out method for weight loss make sense? Or did I miss anything?